Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Today I am going to be working on a Harley Davidson 1200. It's a '06 model, and I was just looking around at it before I got started on it, you know, making sure I got my wrenches and stuff. And anyway, there's one thing I want to kind of point out right quick. Like, I noticed that there is no clamp right in here on this fuel shutoff. I can feel, it feels like there was a clamp there at one time, but there's not a clamp there now. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and see if I can slide that off right quick like. Yeah, it wants to be a little aggravating right there. I'll probably have to get some pliers on it. Okay, well, let me get started. I got to pull the seat, pull the tank, check the gas tank, make sure it looks good inside, and pull the carburetor. I'm going to pull the carburetor off, make sure it's good and clean, put everything back together, and wait for some parts to show up for it. Hopefully soon, get some parts for it. Okay, let me get started. I've got the carburetor removed, got the gas tank setting up over there. Like I said, there was no clamp right there. And see what kind of clamp it's got, one of them pinch-on clamps. Anyway, the carburetor is a little on the nasty side on the outside of it. What I'm going to do is pull the bowl off, take a good look at it, see if there's any jets clogged in there. And I tell you another thing too that I didn't really 100% like. I didn't see a clamp around holding this carburetor on. It just slipped on. So I reckon all this stuff is on the backside is what holds the carburetor in. Huh, that was something else to see. But yeah, I was looking all around for a clamp to remove. But there was no clamp. It just slides on. But yeah, that right there, that air fuel mixture screw, I have definitely got to make sure I put it back in the right location, because that's going to be a booger to get to while it's on the motorcycle. You just about have to have a special tool reach in there underneath and go up to it. Oh well. Alright, well, let me get kind of hosing this carburetor off just a little bit, and I'll be right back. Hands dirty. I apologize about not showing how to tear the carburetor down and all, but anyway, I got it soaking on a 20-minute soak. That's what the instruction says to do on the carburetor. Let it soak for about 20 minutes, wash it off, and make sure it's good and clean. Now the accelerator pump, no, the discharge nozzle is clogged up. I'm gonna see if I can get it to where it would unclog. The idle jet, it's clogged up, and hopefully when it gets through soaking, I can take the air hose, blow everything out, everything will start working. But that's the two things that right there that I have seen that if we would have tried to crank this motorcycle up, it would not idle. It might run wide open because the main jet was open. The air fuel jet, it's clogged. And anytime you get an air fuel jet clogged, it will not idle. So, that's what we're looking at right here, y'all. And I should have recorded this before I put it in the soak. That way I could point it out a little bit better to y'all. Anyway, I'll be right back. Let me get this thing, get through soaking, and I'll come right back to you. Okay, I'm back. Alright, I got the carburetor a lot cleaner than what it was. There's still some road grime on it. I don't know if I can soak that a little bit more and get all that off, or just let it go like that, because that's not going to hurt nothing. I mean, you're not even going to see it. But one thing I am definitely going to do is go ahead and put this plunger and reassemble the top part of this carburetor. Now, this discharge nozzle that I was talking about, it's next to impossible to see. But with this needle, I'm fixing to show you where that hole is. Right there. In other words, I end up taking my needle and working it down through there, and then I got it to where it's spraying a little bit. Now what I'm going to do, tomorrow is too late in the afternoon to do this. Still got a little bit of crud right there. I might end up soaking that again tomorrow. Anyway, I need to pick up some more brake parts cleaner, because that works pretty good for me. Get the rest of that out of there. Get this where it's a lot more open to I'm satisfied with it. Then, kind of halfway start putting this thing back together. Everything is looking good here. I got the air fuel needle open, and I blowed on it, and it would not come clear until I stuck my needle down in there. And when I got my needle in it, that's when she opened up. In other words, like I said, you know, there was no way this thing would have idled or even began to run, just idling. But I pulled the thing, the fuel petcock off of the tank, looked at the inside the tank. It don't seem to have that much rust. There was a little bit in it, yes, a little bit, but it's not that bad. I don't think it's going to be bad enough that I need a liner for the tank. Anyway, I went ahead and blowed it, you know, got all the old gas out of it, blowed it real good, and I feel like just, you know, put some new gas in it and it should be good to go on the tank. And of course I got to put all this back together on it. But anyway, it's getting late in the day, and like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this back together right quick, like, cause of I don't like leaving anything. Okay, we got that. Make sure that, because I have had some problems with these pieces right here not wanting to go back down like they're supposed to. Alright, and it's a one particular way that fitting goes on. Okay. Let me get this one started and this one started. Then I can put the other part on that holds the throttle linkage or the throttle cable. Snug that down. Oh, and to my surprise, when I started taking this loose, let's see, this goes on just like that. Oop, that's good. Let me get this bolt started, or screw started, should I say. This bolt, this little screw right here, I thought it was going to be tight. It was loose as it could be. Oop, don't need to lose my needle. Now tighten up all this. Yeah, I'm probably holding the camera at the wrong angle. Again, like normal. I normally do that. Alright, I'll go ahead and slide this on. Tighten that down. Okay, now I'm going to go re-blow this, make sure it's good and clean. I mean, I can see light through it. I don't know, well, there ain't no need in even trying to show you on the camera, because I know that ain't gonna work. But I'll probably go ahead and put the majority of this back together, and I'll hold off on putting this bowl on tonight and get everything stuck back together. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave this off for right now until I get the bowl put back on. Then it hooks up to the accelerator pump and all this other stuff. Okay, well, I reckon that'll do it for right now. I'll be back in the morning and finish up on putting the bowl on, putting the accelerator pump, putting everything back together. Okay, I'll see y'all in the morning. Okay, here it is the next day. Got another can, brake parts cleaner. I got this accelerator discharge nozzle. I think that's the exact word. It squirts the gas into the throat of the carburetor. Anyway, I got it clean enough now that I'm satisfied with it. I ended up letting this bowl set in that cleaner for about an hour. And as you can tell, there's just a little bit of a stain right there that don't want to quite come out. But as far as it goes for the rest of it, I got it pretty much clean. Alright, well, and two, this video is getting long. So I'm fixing to go ahead and put the bottom on, or the bowl on, put the accelerator pump arm on. And I don't know if I'm going to record putting the carburetor and all that back together. Putting everything back together on the bike. I'll just have to wait and see, because like I said, this video is getting way too long. And two, I checked the gasket right here. I can feel that gasket just a little. It's going to be like a 50-50 on this one. Might need a bowl gasket before too much longer. But if it'll seal now, it should stay sealed. Excuse me. All right, let's go ahead and throw this on. And all I'm doing, I'm just barely snugging them until I get them all started in there. Then I'm going to tighten them down. I already put all that back together. The O-rings and stuff that was in here felt real good to me. The only thing I'm concerned with is the bowl gasket. Hopefully we won't have to replace that, but we'll find out here in a little bit. Snug all these down good. Okay, now, the fun part, putting this back on. Yes. Let's see. Now, how did that go? That went just like that. Make sure that gets started in there good. Let's see. Yep. All right. Big flat washer. And the little clip. Yeah, these things can be fun putting on. Make sure it's on good. Yep, when you can take that ring right there and spin it, you're on good. Alright, now, that's going to be fun. You take the small one, the small washer, and let's see, I might as well do it this way. Make sure I get it on there the exact way. Now, that's going to be a fun little ordeal right there. Hold on just a second. I'm going to need my glasses on this one, y'all. Oh. Let's see. Now, that came out just like that. Let's see, can I ring it? Come on. Yep, she's in there. Now, the way this was, it was just rolled around it. Get it straight here. Come on now, straighten up for me. Okay, there you go. Now, let's see. I'll just take this. Trying to roll it back around just the way they had it from the factory here. That way it's not in the way and it don't get caught on anything. Okay, now, like I said, let's say I still got the gas hose to put on. Let's say I'm gonna blow this again before I stick it on. Like I said, this video is getting too long. I'm gonna go ahead and put the carburetor on, and hopefully I can crank this thing. Hopefully. All right, be right back. Okay, I have got the carburetor and all that back on. Everything's looking good. I done fired it up one time. I ended up having to just open up the throttle just a little bit because it was idle way too low. Got an ignition switch to put on it and all. Let's see. It ain't bad. It hadn't run in 3 years. I'm waiting on a battery for it. Ignition switch, a belt. Okay, let's see. Do some little bit of adjustments on the carburetor, but at least it's running. Yeah, yeah, so yeah, I'm about out of gas. Anyway, it's running, y'all. Yeah, this video gotten a little on the long side, but at least it's cranking and running now. And just got to get the rest of the stuff and put this thing back together. Anyway, I reckon that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching.